Hey everyone, this is Bobo from the Mario server. I'm here to do a video on the Samhain event for the first and the second movement for Lost Lullaby and Broken Melody. Sorry it took me a while to get the footage for this video, but it's finally done already and I'm ready to quickly show you guys both movements and how this event works. Alright, so to do this event, you're gonna have to talk to Caravan Joe right out here in Dunbarton Square. Just talk to him and you can begin the first movement here. Then you can continue the second movement once you're done. You can also replay the movement once you've done both, and you will definitely need to do that because it's going to take several attempts to get some coins for this event. Now the coins for this event basically can be redeemed for prizes. To get some coins for the first movement, you have to turn in fragments that you collect in the Rabby dungeon, special Rabby dungeon, and the second movement you get some coins throughout the mission. Here are the rewards that you can obtain from this event. You got 2 tabs of rewards here. This is for the second movement. You've got coupons for bags and outfits, and the first movement has coupons for titles. So it's a pretty nice, pretty nice event. I highly suggest you guys do it because there's not too many events that gives bags and stuff like that. So this is your chance to get right down to it. After you complete the first movement, you can get more passes for that special Rabby dungeon that drops fragments from Caravan Joe. You can only get 5 passes a day, so make sure you collect them. If you don't even do the run, just collect them. If you want to keep more, just drop the pass and talk to Caravan Joe for the passes, and he'll give you more, and you can pick up your previous passes to stack them. I'm going to do my best not to show too much spoilers, but basically, to summarize Movement 1, it is super easy. All you gotta do is go back and forth a few times from Dunbarton to Port Said talking to Shannon, and then you're going to have to do a roleplay as him. Roleplay is fairly simple. You just kind of like, you know, fight as him and clear through it in a little nerfed version of Rabby Dungeon. Afterwards, you're gonna have to do a few runs of Rabby Dungeon. It's a very special Rabby Dungeon that's a very short run, kind of like an Albi Dungeon. I'll tell you right now that this run is very easy, and it has lots and lots of herb rooms for some odd reason. So if you're working on herbalism, great chance to train your herbalism here. The only thing I don't like about Movement 1 is that you have to spam this special dungeon many times to get coins, because each dungeon only gives you 1 fragment, and 1 fragment, no matter what type it is, will only give you 1 coin. You're gonna need about 80 coins for the outfits, and you know, a few more other coins for the titles. So it's a lot of dungeons to spam. Now I know that there is a 5 pass limit a day for Movement 1, but there is actually a trick behind that. If you guys noticed, you actually get passes from Christelle, and during the first movement when she asks you to go into Rabby Dungeon with her pass, you can actually use the fragment that you obtain at the end of the run and turn it into Caravan Joe. Now the trick is, in order to do this and have unlimited passes, you're going to have to not complete that quest where she asks for you to collect all of the other 4 fragments. If you complete it, whether you turn it in to Caravan Joe, it will still not give you any fragments. So make sure you don't complete that, just kind of keep asking her for passes afterwards. You can ask for more passes by using the keyword that she'll give you after she gives you 10 passes, and basically just drop the pass, ask her for more passes, and then stack them afterwards, and you'll get lots and lots of passes for this run. You'll be able to get more coins than just 5 a day. Once you're done spamming Rabby Dungeon, all you gotta do is just turn in your fragments to Caravan Joe. Doesn't matter what kind it is, they're all gonna give you 1 coin. So you'll see right here that you get 1 coin for turning in a fragment, and that's it. All you gotta do is collect coins and turn them in for prizes. That's basically the summarized explanation of Movement 1. So movement 1 is basically spam a special Rabbit dungeon, redeem fragments for coins, use coins to get rewards. Now the rewards are very typical like the other rewards in the past. You've got a box that has a random chance of giving you all of these possible items in the shop here, or just something that you probably don't ever want. But basically, the rewards are these titles here. You got like the Shannon title, and you got the Shannon and Scion title, and Scion title, and the new outfits. So these are all really nice things to obtain. Alright, so here's me opening some of the random boxes for the first movement, and this is what I got. Leather, upgrade stone, leather, and it's a potion. So unfortunately I didn't get lucky with that one, but hopefully you guys get lucky. Alright, so now it's on to the second movement, and I'll tell you guys right now that the second movement is much more fun than the first, and it's less spamagey. In this event, you're gonna have to go to Port Saint and Dunbarton a lot, so I suggest that you guys go to your nearest magic shop and get a stack or a bunch of stacks of wings. From Stuart, for example, he has these wings that will port you directly to the nearest town you're in. A very common part in movement 2 that people seem to have trouble with would be returning back to the place that Shannon took you guys to. This kind of like creepy looking place that looked like Port Saint. Basically, when you talk to him, to go back there, you're gonna have to shake his hands. You know, he has got like magical touches, and apparently he takes you to magical places with his hands. So that is how you can go in and out of that place once you're in the middle of that second movement. Then when you get to a part where you have to return your quest back to Christelle, you can just wing right there with your wings, and it should take you back to Dunbarton as long as you don't visit any other towns. Each time you complete a part of the quest, you will get a coin for the second movement. The first completion for the second movement will grant you 29 coins total, and then once you repeat it, it'll grant you 13 coins total afterwards. Now the most common thing that you're going to be doing in the second part of the movement is the boat ride, and you're probably going to be spamming this thing several times. Now, the first part of this boat ride is you looking for the key to open the door to the next room. In order to do that, you have to talk to Meryl first. Don't start looking for the keys yet, because, you know, apparently the keys aren't there unless you talk to Meryl first. After you talk to her, then she'll be like, oh, look for the keys. And you'll notice that the keys can be located in one of these sparkling boxes. So there's several of them on the first deck, and also on the second deck. There's stairs going up, if you guys didn't notice. Just pretty much click on each box. It's completely random. Can't really say which one it is. It's going to be different each time you do this quest. So you just literally have to keep clicking on each one until you find the key. And once you find it, you have to bring it on over to Meryl, and she will be like, alright, now go to the next room. Now there are 3 different types of rooms that you can get. The first one is the barrel room. I like to call the Donkey Kong room. In this room, basically, you just dodge a bunch of barrels, kind of like, you know, barreling towards you, and you just, it's really easy. You just dodge. You dodge them. There are some barrels that might come all 3 in one row. There's no way to pretty much avoid it. I think you just have to take the hit. But once you dodge all of these barrels and you get to the end, you'll see that there's a door, and at that door, just click on it, and it'll have you press spacebar a million times, and that's it. Once you clear this part, you go to the next room, which is the boss room. The next type of room, you would either hate it or like it depending on how good you are at it, but apparently it is a sliding puzzle. Now the sliding puzzle can be difficult for some people, so as a tip, I suggest to complete the puzzle on the left side, kind of like move what you already know where the pieces might be to the left, so at least you can work around and complete the entire puzzle with only the right side remaining. So hopefully that helps you guys as a little tip to kind of figure out how to do these sliding puzzles. You don't want to sit here for like half an hour doing the sliding puzzle. It should not take too long to do these sort of puzzles. The last type of room that you can possibly get is what I like to call the DDR room. It is literally the same as using the boombox game, and you basically press a bunch of keys to get points. You're gonna need at least, I believe, 100 points just to get to the next room, otherwise Meryl will be like, nope, you gotta dance again, dance for me. So this is what for me, just me specifically, I find the most annoying room of all three, because it requires a little bit more effort and there's no bar to indicate when the timer will end, so you're just kind of like meshing keys until the song ends. So that is basically the very last possible room that you can obtain out of the 3 puzzles on this boat. The next room is basically the boss room against Christelle, or Doppelganger Christelle, and I like to just either drop a meteor on her just to kill her really fast. If you don't have meteor, that's okay, because the most common skill that I use to defeat her is just Way of the Gun. You can use skills like Bash, Final Hit, those are good too. I mean, as long as you can kill her fast, that's all that matters, because you're gonna end up spamming this run over and over quite a bit. Once you complete about roughly 5 of these boat runs, Meryl's gonna show you a little story thingy majigger, and you're gonna have to fight the real boss behind the doppelganger. Now, the real boss is super easy, he's just as weak as Christelle, so you don't have to worry. You just kind of continue on your final hit or wave the gun, and boom, you're done. That's it. That's basically the second movement for this event. Man, I really want that harp. Now when you get to the part where you have to talk to Meryl and she's like, please wait the next day until we get on the boat, do keep in mind that you will actually have to wait a whole in-game day, or until it hits 12 AM in-game, and then change channels to get the quest. Now this only applies to the first time you do the second movement. If you decide to repeat the second movement, you won't have to wait a whole in-game day, you can just immediately get on board. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys myself opening the boxes for the second movement, and you guys can see what I get. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. First box. The potion buff. Training potion. Not bad. And oh, alright, so I got the coupon for one of the mini bags. If you guys take a look in the shop, you'll see that the mini bag, you can purchase it from Caravan Joe, and there's like a total of 5 different bags. So there's 2 bags for 30 coins and 2 bags for 50, and the mini bag was 70, so it's awesome. I got the main one. Now I know some of you guys are wondering how big the bags are, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how big they are. Use this bag and boom, you'll see that this bag, the mini bag itself, is a 1x1 bag, so it's amazing. It also holds 6x6 inventory spaces, so it's very similar to a doll bag inventory minus the doll bag. Now for the rest of the bags, here are the rest of the bags, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what each bag is. So the mini bag again is the 1x1. The knapsack is a 2x1, same space. The vertical tote is a 3x1, same space again. And then you got the flat pouch, it's a 1x2, same space. And the clutch is a 1x3. So those are all the 5 bags that you can obtain. You can only have 1 of each type, but you can have all of the types if you wish. Another awesome thing about the second movement is that once you complete the second movement, you will get to keep a compass fragment. And a compass fragment is basically a random totem of possible max damage or critical, and they can be used like all your other types of totems. Hopefully this video was helpful for you guys, and have fun spamming all these Samhain runs. Like always guys, stay awesome!